Okay, so since you've seen that video, you have a better sense of the subatomic particles. Now it's time for some notes. If you don't have a notebook yet, you can take these notes on a separate sheet of paper. If you do have a notebook, I'm going to give you some instructions for sort of getting your notebook ready to take notes, and then we'll set the notebooks up in class next time we're together. So first thing is we need 2 pages for a table of contents. So you're going to skip 2 whole pages. So skip a page, then skip a page. And again, we'll fill that out later together. The second thing you're going to do is start taking notes on the next blank page. So that should be for you page number 5 in your notebook. And I'll show you what that looks like. So you skip 2 pages, and on the next blank page, which should be page number 5, you're going to write the title of the unit. This is your unit title page. So this is Unit 1, Atoms and Nuclear Chemistry. If you need to, go ahead and pause, write the title and the page number on the top. Okay, leave the rest of this blank for right now. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go into the first page where you'll take your notes. So 1.1, Composition and Structures of Atoms. So this is section 1.1 or topic 1.1 in Unit 1. So you write the title of the topic and then the page number. So if you are writing directly on the back of the Unit 1 title page, you will start on page 6. So if you like to write front and back, then that will be page 6. If you prefer to write on a whole new sheet, then you would write page 7 at the top. So just so you know, going forward, your page numbers may be different from your neighbors. I don't dictate how you fill in your notebook as long as you have the key information there. All right, again, if you need more time, you can pause to get this information down. Okay, so underneath here is where you're going to be taking the notes. Now, on the next 2 slides, I'm going to go through the notes with you first, and then I'm going to pause and show you sort of what things you need to have down in your notebook. Okay, so as I'm going over them, you're just listening so I can summarize, and then you'll pause and take down the notes when I tell you. All right, so let's review the parts of an atom. Remember, an atom is made up of 2 parts. You have the nucleus, which is that small, dense center at the center of the atom, and it contains the protons and the neutrons. The second part of the atom you have is your electron cloud. That's outside of the nucleus, and it's mostly empty space, and that contains the electrons. So this is what you'll be taking down. At the top, you have parts of an atom. Make sure you have that labeled. And then you're going to write all this text here. The 2 main parts of an atom describe the nucleus and the electron cloud. In addition to writing the text, you also want to have a drawing of an atom. So in this drawing, it's important that you have a central circle for your nucleus. I outlined mine in like a black and then colored it in with purple, just so that you can see it, but you don't have to color code if you don't want to. Inside the nucleus, you need to have protons and neutrons. Now, this is a carbon atom, so a carbon atom specifically has 6 protons. It can have various numbers of neutrons, but it has to have 6 protons if it's a carbon atom, and some of them are not shown here. So we're not going to necessarily draw a carbon atom. What I want you to do is I want you to draw 4 protons, so 1, 2, 3, 4 positive charges, and then I want you to draw 5 neutrons, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And those will be circles without positive charges on them. Oops. You'll also need to draw the electrons around it. These are drawn in shells. This is called a Bohr model. It's different from the model that you saw in Tyler's video, but the key thing here is to have 6 electrons around the nucleus. So after you have your nucleus with your protons and neutrons in it, drawn in it, and then your electron cloud, you want to make sure you label nucleus and electron cloud. So those are the main things that you need to do there. If you're unsure, don't worry about it. I'll be able to give you some more guidance on this. So if you're unsure, you just leave that part blank. All right, the next part of your notes are the subatomic particles. list. So you're going to write subatomic particles down, and then you're going to copy down this information, what subatomic particles are, and that there are 3 of them. And then you are going to fill out this table on your own. So by now you should know there are 3 subatomic particles, protons, neutrons, and electrons. You're going to copy down this table in your notebook. And in the table, for example, for location, you're going to write down whether it's in the electron cloud or the nucleus. So for protons, would you find that in the electron cloud or nucleus? Wherever you find protons, that's what you put here. For neutrons, where do you find that? Electron cloud or the nucleus? Once again, wherever you find neutrons, you put that location, the correct location in that cell. And the same thing for electrons. You do the same thing for the mass, 0 AMU, 1 AMU, and then also for the charges for each one. Okay, in addition to filling in the table, also make sure you write down what an AMU is, atomic mass unit, and that 1 AMU is equal to 1.67 times 10 to the negative 24 grams. So I had to go ahead and put that in there. All right, so that is the last set of notes. These are the things that you're going to have in your notebook. Again, if you need more help, there'll be guides posted as well. Okay, so what's your next steps? After you have your notes taken down, you're going to use your notes to help you with your exit ticket in Schoology. Remember, it's open notes. You'll have multiple chances to submit. The general rule is for exit tickets, the number of chances you have to submit will be half the number of questions. So if the exit ticket has 10 questions, you'll have 5 chances to resubmit, or 5 chances to submit it. In your next lesson, what you're going to do is you're going to learn about the atomic properties that are based on the number of subatomic particles. So that's why we learned the subatomic particles first, so then we can start going into the properties. All right, that's it for this video. Have a quality day.